Good evening to the business communications class. My topic that I chose was how a job candidate approaches or dresses for a job interview. Now, we're going to briefly discuss tonight how a job interview is not just about what you wear, but the way you're perceived by your interviewer. What you wear is only a fraction of what's important and what they're looking at. They're going to look at your manners, your attitude, your attentiveness, even your posture is going to be called into question. A handshake can say tons about a person. According to Virginia Tech, there is a list of do's and don'ts that you want to consider before approaching a job interview. First things first, be on time. Be early. A wise man once said to be early was to be on time was to be late, and to be late was to be left out. So you definitely don't want to consider being fashionably late, because you're indicating that this is actually not important to you and that you don't value your future employer's time, that you are very laxed, and tardiness may be part of your personality. Now, any interviewer will consider that things do occur, so if you're going to be late, call ahead. The way you dress, of course, always comes into play. You dress for the job you want, not the job you have. Like if you're an auto mechanic and you're applying for a new auto mechanic position, a nice set of Dockers or dress slacks, a button-down shirt, and work boots are very appropriate. If you are someone ready to go into the fashion industry, you want to be current, you want to be on trend, and you want to be even fashion forward. If you're headed for a position as a CEO, CEOs are always wearing a dress shirt, suit, tie, well groomed. Of course, things you do not want to wear to a job interview. My favorite is SpongeBob PJ pants. Always appropriate. No jeans. No jeans. No jeans. Jeans are absolutely out of the question. Doesn't matter what job you're going for, whether it is the mechanic, waitressing, even factory work. No jeans. Your shoes. Even your shoes is going to be something that an interview is going to notice. Ladies, flats show a lack of confidence, that you don't feel confident enough or poised enough to wear a heel shoe. Now, if you have them killer heels, avoid those too. That shows a sense of arrogance that you are higher above or better than your interviewer. So a nice pair of dress pumps would be more appropriate. Gentlemen, again, shoes appropriate to the job you're looking for. If you're the CEO, dress shoes. If you're the farmhand or mechanic, boots, work boots, very appropriate. Personal grooming. Now, we all hope that when you approach a job interview, you consider your own personal grooming. Shower, brush your teeth. For a waitress, your hands are going to be looked at. You want your hands to be clean, your nails to be immaculate. You can wear your hair down, even as a waitress, but imply or show that it can be pinned back. Gentlemen, if you have a beard, make sure your beard is well groomed. It is combed down. It does not have stragglers. Makeup. Ladies, if you are someone who is not prone to wear makeup, makeup in an interview is a good thing. You don't want too much, but to go without makeup shows even a little bit of a lack of care. You do not want to be wearing garish makeup. No big gothic eyeliner. No bright flashy red lipstick. This can make employers or potential interviewers uneasy. You want to look customer friendly. Say you're going to be someone that's going to be working with the public. You want to look in a way that says, I can approach people and not frighten them. One of the biggest things is if you're a smoker. Now, I know there still are a lot of smokers out there. Kudos to those who aren't. But if you are a smoker, and you know that you have to have that cigarette before your interview starts, make sure you stop in the bathroom and wash your hands first. Make sure that you have breath mints or gum with you. If you have breath mints, great. If you have gum, before you enter that room, spit out your gum. No interview wants to see you sitting there going, chewing your cut. It's just not appropriate. Then, of course, there is the handshake. A handshake speaks volumes about people. When you first meet your interviewer, you want to be standing up straight. Extend your hand, if possible, first. You want to grip nice and firm, not tight. You don't want to hurt them, but firm. Show a sense of confidence. You want to give it a good steady shake and let go. You don't want the wet noodle handshake. I mean, nobody wants to shake your couple fingers, say good morning, hello. Nice firm handshake. Exude confidence. You want to show that you want this job. Eye contact. Eye contact is very, very important. Yes, offices can have a lot going on around the room, but you want to maintain eye contact. That tells your future employer and the interview what you have to say is important. Now, a little tip that I have learned is in maintaining eye contact, in order to be more in control in showing your interviewer that you are paying attention to them, focus on the right eye. Clearly, don't focus too hard. You want to hear what they're saying, but focus on the right eye. That gives you control of the conversation. You always want to show that you are in control of yourself, and what they have to say is important to you. So again, you want to sit up straight, shoulders back. Don't sit too far forward on your chair, because that shows you're kind of nervous. Just feel the back of your chair on your lower back and sitting up straight. There will be time enough after your interview to look around the room and to even engage your interviewer in a little bit of small talk, say a family picture, whether or not they play golf, a baseball trophy, something of that nature. It's also a good idea to do that to imply that you are a people person and you can meld with different people. Now, when your interview ends, again, you want to let the interviewer know that you are paying attention, so asking questions is good, but make sure you and the interviewer end off on the same page. You want to make sure you know what the next step is and that interviewer sees that you are interested in the next step. You don't want to ask questions like, what's the salary, what are my benefits? They'll tell you that when they're ready, but you do want to make sure that you know, do I have to wait 2 or 3 more days? Is he going to be discussing it with a couple of other people? Will there be another interview? These are very important things you would like to know. Now, when you leave the office, again, shake hands again. Thank them very much for their time, and that, again, shows a sense of attentiveness, that you are grateful that they even gave you the opportunity and wanted to see you. Now, remember, when you walk out of that office or that room, your interview is still not over. As you walk out, you want to greet the people you come across. Say hello, thank you very much for their time, even compliment the facility. Show that you want to be a valued employee, and you take interest in what it is they do and have going on. So I'm hoping I've enlightened you a little bit on the best way to approach an interview. And I know that some of us will be graduating soon and will be heading out into the workforce and the fields we have all chosen. So now you have some great tips to go out there. And one of my favorite things to remind you of is not only are you being interviewed, but you are also interviewing the boss. Always consider one very important thing. Eventually you may be the boss. when you're meeting those when you're going to those potential interviewers, be the person you want to be interviewing. Be the person you want to hire. Because when it comes down to it, that is going to make the biggest difference to that employer, is to know that what they have to say is important and that you are going to be the best employee for the position you're looking for. Have a great night.